Well, here's another exercise that will help you with your single strokes, learning how to stop going out further and further. We're going to count 1 E and in 16th notes, okay? 1 E and instead of 30-second notes or something that's harder to count. So 1 E and you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, but keeping 1 E and will keep track of 1 E and 2 E and that's the quarter note. The quarter note's the big daddy. So we're going to just go out 1 E and stop on 2. 1 E, and look, I'm really rebounding. 1 E and 2. 1 E and 2 E. Notice I stopped on that side, and I'm going to start, so I got to switch. So I'm going to go 1 E and 2 E and. So I switched right on the 2. 1 E and 2 E and. E and 2 E and. And 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and 2 E and 1 E and 2 E and. So I'm learning how to go from side to side, leading with the right, 1 E and 2, but switch right there at the end, 1 E and 2 E and E and 2 E and 1 E and 2 E and. Trying to rebound. I'm not going switch, 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 switch. That's taking a lot of my energy out of my sticks. I just want to stop on the bottom on the last stroke. 1 E. So I'm just letting it bounce. Hard to do slow. Like it's hard to bounce a ball slow. I'm going to go a little faster. It's faster. Call this single stroke fives, SS5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can count it that way, or 1 E and a 2. Let's go a little further out. Let's go another count. 1 E and 2 E and 3. Now that's what? 4 plus 4 is 8 plus the last one, 9. So that's called a single stroke 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we could have done the one in between, which is a single stroke 7. But that's kind of odd, isn't it? It's an odd number. Well, so is 5. So what's that mean? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm really letting it bounce and stopping on the last stroke. But we could count that maybe 1 E and 1 E and 2 E and. So it just doesn't end on a number. 1 E and 2 E and. 1 E and 2 E and. 3 E and 4 E and. 1 E and 2 E and. So it's a little different way, less rest, right? Less rest. So there's less rest in there. 1 E and 2 E. 1 E and 2 E and. Is that 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. 1 E and 2 E and. That's 7. 4 plus 3 equals 7. 2 E and. There's your 3. So that's one way to do it, and we already did the 9. We're going to count it like this: 1 E and 2 E and 3. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 2 E and 3 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E. I don't want to be that way. I want to be down here. And then up here on that switch. Now, just like the other videos, we can do this 1 E and 2 E and 3, but that's training us to do all downstrokes, which you're not going to get really fast doing that. It's very rigid. You're sucking up all the energy on the bottom of everyone. So this is not really a velocity study. It's not going to help you go fast. So I wouldn't do it, except if you want to practice your trapping, your downstrokes, what they call control strokes. But you would never really do this for a long period of time. It's going to hurt your body. And so you could also start up here, 1, E, and 2, but as soon as you end, you trap, you're right back to 1, E, and 2. You're right back to where you started. 1, E, and 2, you could come back up here, 1, E, and 2, 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 1, E, and 2. But it really doesn't train you as much as the first section, 1, E, and 2, because that's training you to do a downstroke and a switch. So it actually, I think this one teaches you more. 1, E, and 2. Teaches you switching at the end, which is very important, and getting in position for the other side, but it also teaches you trapping. So it's gonna be a more profitable thing. But this is what I call bursts. It's very useful too. I think you can go really fast doing this. So it's very useful in developing velocity. So the one that stays up and the one that traps at the end and switches. Both of those are really good. I wouldn't do this. Unless you're just trying to develop it's not for velocity, it's just develop control. Your downstroke, control stroke, okay? So that's how you do it. And then you would go out further we did 5, 7, and 9. You would go to 11. Again, that's going to be weird. You go 1, 2, 3. What are we doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's kind of hard to count all that, isn't it? And good luck on finding any other counting that works. 1 and 2, so that'd be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and is 10, right? 5 times 2 is 10. Plus 1 is, so 5 and 6. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. 1 and then go to and there's a little pause there. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. So that's pretty good, huh? Then there's, you can count 1 E and 2 E, what is it? 1 E and 2 E and is 8. 3 E is 10. And 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and. So you could figure this out for all countings. And then just rest in that 3 E and or 3 E and 4 E and you got to rest. You got to figure out how long you want to rest. But do it correctly. Rest, just no random rest. Rest with counting in your head. E and right? So you got to count the rest. You got to know how long that rest is by counting it in your head or in your breath. And then what's left? You would go to, we did 5, 7, 9, 11, and then you would do 13. It's always even number plus 1 to stop, right? So just stay with that. 11, 13, figure out counting. Count up to 13, then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and, that's 12. 7 takes you to 13. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and that's 12 plus 1, 3 E and 4. So 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 is 3 times 4 is 12, plus the last one is 13. See how this works? Go out, keep going out, keep going out. And these are all single stroke whatever. Single stroke 7, 9, 11, etc., etc. And this is a great exercise for developing leading with your right, leading with your left. But you know, you can do single stroke 4, which is a major rudiment. Single stroke 4. 1, 2, 3. You can do single stroke 3s. 1, 2, 3. That's really a powerful exercise. That's a rhythm. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4, and a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4, and a 1, and a 2. Or 1 en, 2 en, 3 en, 4 en, 1 en, 2 en, 3 en, 4 en. So single stroke 3s are triplet. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. So those are triplets. So yeah, practice those with and without a pause at the end. So I'm up here doing my burst. Sorry. Practice it on the same side. Notice I'm not stopping. That's the first extra. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Putting a pause at the end. Single stroke 4s are a rudiment. 1, 2, 3, 4. You start on the right, end with your left. Now it's really hard to go back to the right. 2, 3. It's hard to go back and forth like that, but practice it. A lot of people, if you start with the right and end something with the left, it's called a non-same hand. It's not ending and starting with the same hand. So it wants to continue to repeat with the same hand. I'm always leading with the right hand. Really is easy to do that. Or start with the left and end with the right. It likes to repeat with the same. I'm trying to do that start and end way up here. But you might want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I don't switch because it ends on this hand. I'm right back to here. See why it wants to repeat? But a 5 ends on the same hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch. Now I'm ready for this hand. It wants to go to the other side. So same hand rudiments, starting and ending with the same hand, like to alternate. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The one that's up is the one that's going to come down. That's how you know. That's how you keep track. So I hope that helps you. There's like 3 ways, really 2 ways to practice these. All up and then switch at the very end. Those are the 2 ways to practice all those. And now we'll do another video on some exercises where we combine video 1 and video 2 into an exercise, okay? So let's check that out, all right? So look for my comments, your comments on this video, and then we'll go to the next video. Bye-bye.